Hey everybody, it's me, Tanya. I wanted to hop on here and share something with you that I've been noticing this week. I'm outside taking my own advice because here's what I'm noticing, that what's been coming up a lot is this idea around energy management. Days are shorter, it's darker earlier, and here's what I'm noticing. I'm noticing the freedom that comes from the discipline of being mindful about energy throughout the day. And a couple things come to mind when I think about energy. There's kind of three components to it. I think of our mental energy, right? How easily can we pay attention and focus, right? How long can we focus? What are we tuning into really impacts our ability to have a full tank when it comes to our mental energy. Our emotional energy often is impacted by the stuff that we might personally be struggling with, or maybe challenge in front of us, or somebody that we love, right, is challenged with something, and we're just quite possibly maybe even over-identifying with it, right? These are just real things that happen in real life, and they really impact the energy that we keep on any given day. And the third component is our physical energy, which I think is impacted by all the things I'm going to talk about today, right? Like our physical energy is also, the simple things that might sound simple, but they're not easy to do. Drinking all the water, not skipping meals, eating the greens, all the things, right? All of these, the trifecta of mental, emotional, physical energy really impacts how we feel at any given point in the day. And the one thing I notice as I'm working with people through this is it's so nuanced, right? There are certain things that are guidelines, but it's so nuanced and specific to each individual. But there's something that I think is a great place to start. And this is what I want to challenge you with. I want you to think over the next 7 days. I want you to really pay attention to your energy at any point throughout the day. And I want you just to check in with yourself. And I want you to stop for a moment and say, okay, did I feel a dip or a lift, right? I want you to be looking for the energy dip or the lift. And why this is important is because when we start to pay attention to our own patterns of behavior, between our own habits, we can start to notice like what we need when we need it. And so what I want you to just check in. Look for the dip, look for the lift, because here's what's also true. Let's just say every day at 2:00, our phone batteries were at 2%, every day at 2. There is no way that we would not prioritize plugging in the phone battery. We'd never let our battery get under a 2%, right? We'd never let it burn completely out or get to 0. So just as we care for these stinking cell phones, let's have more reverence for our own energy, right? Why can't we be a little more intentional, a little more mindful, right? So a couple things to look for is, as you check in on the dip or the lift, ask yourself, what preceded this dip in energy? What happened beforehand? How have I cared for myself the last 20 minutes, the last 2 hours? What did my morning look like? What am I consuming? How am I fueling myself? Am I putting in ample transition times between hard conversations or big meetings, things that are important to me? Because here's the truth. Our energy, I believe, is our greatest asset that we have, right? Our energy that we keep at any given moment for whoever we're showing up for, whether it's for ourselves, how we feel at any given moment, or how we're showing up for the people in our world. Man, it's our greatest asset. And I really think we have to be more mindful and more intentional about it. So, says the girl who's outside checking in on her own energy because she's about to go be the human taxi that I've been right around this time every day picking up kids, right? So doing it, right? I'm doing it because I need it, right? I need it. So here's to experiencing more lifts in the next 7 days. Check in with yourself, make some notes, write down where do you experience lifts? How can you infuse them into your day, into your calendar, into your schedule? How do you make it a priority, all right? Be well. We'll chat soon.